Now, I'm usually not one to point this stuff out or make a video about it. This is kind of the first time I've done something like this. But Google wanted access, and it's just my email, but wanted access to basically everything. And just the first page of it sort of messed with me, because who goes past the first page? Who actually clicks that little I that's in the circle to the right to actually check what each of these is actually doing? And this is for Microsoft Apps and Services. And I mean, just on the front, read, compose, send, and permanently delete all your email from Google. Okay. See, edit, create, and delete all of your Google Drive files. Okay. See, edit, download, and permanently delete your contacts. Okay. See, edit, share, and permanently delete all the calendars you can access using Google Calendar. Okay. Oh, and view your complete date of birth, of course. That's its own separate category for some reason. Now, if you actually even click on the I next to it and start reading, I mean, on the very top line of it, the very top line of this, says this app wants permission to do anything you can do in your Gmail. So that sort of just led me to believe that it's doing something that I'm not doing. Because if it's everything that I can do, then it's not me doing it. It's doing it too. I can do it. Of course I can do it, but I'm giving it permission to do everything that I can do too, which is reading your emails, compose new emails, add new emails meant for a different email address into your inbox. What? Send emails for you. Delete your email. Change, create, or delete your email labels. Whatever the hell that means. Get notified when certain kinds of email appear in your Gmail inbox, like a travel confirmation. So if I were to take a plane trip, there would be a notification email that would appear in my Gmail inbox, which means that Google or whoever's connected to this would get that information that, oh, he's taking a plane trip in or out of country. It doesn't matter if I'm going to be traveling for a travel conference, renting a car or something. Oh, you're going somewhere? Where are you going? It's probably going to have all that information in the email, won't it? Your email may contain sensitive info like names of your contacts, your private communication, or financial or medical information. Well, no fucking shit. And you're saying I want to give this application to access all of it? That's just for the email section. Now, what really drew me was the Google Drive files section. See, edit, create, and delete all of your Google Drive files. It's headed by exactly the same title. This app wants permission to access everything in your Google Drive. It will be able to do the same things you can do, including see your files, upload and download your files, delete your files, see the names and emails of people you shared files with, share and stop sharing your files with others, remove people from your files, organize your drive. There may be private information in your Google Drive like financial records, medical reports, photos, or tax information. So they're including things like photos. And if it's removing people from my files, does that mean it can go into my files and just basically Photoshop scrub somebody from it? Or even better, use the whole the fake face thing going on and basically Photoshop somebody else who's shady or something, trying to get incriminations on somebody. And this is everybody. This is whoever they want to target. Let's move down to the contacts. I haven't read through a couple of these. This one is not headed by it has the same thing that you can do. But it does say this app wants permission to see your Google contacts, edit your Google contacts, delete your Google contacts. Your contacts may include the names, phone numbers, addresses, and other info about the people you know. What other info? Puppies. And finally, moving on to the second to last one. We'll see what date of birth is in a second. See, edit, share, and permanently delete all the calendars you can access using Google Calendar. This one's headed with the app wants permission to make changes to your calendars, as well as any calendars you can access using your Google Calendar, including create, change, or delete calendars, update individual calendar settings, change your settings, including who can see your events, change who the calendar is shared with, and of course, your calendars and other calendars you access may contain info like daily schedules, personal contacts, and private appointments. So it wants access to be able to view, change, update, retitle whatever it wants to do with your calendars. Now, for some reason, view your complete date of birth is its own little section, and that one's pretty much simple, one sentence. View your complete date of birth associated with your Google account, and that may be needed for some confirmation stuff. Now, I can see how a lot of this just basically seems like you would be able to. It's asking permission for you to be able to do those things because it needs permission to be able to do them, but you're triggering them. But at the same time, the way that it's worded on most of these, that this app wants permission to do anything you can do in your Gmail, the way that's worded makes it seem like it's a second party that's capable. You're giving permissions to do these things. Now, I could go and deny this. There is, obviously the option to deny. But here's a few things that I found after just like a little bit of research. And note, wow, it's not actually let me say got it. Thank you. So there's cancel or allow. And if I cancel, obviously it's not going to be giving me access to certain things. And this is one I found that popped up May 30th. And that's just two. That one doesn't even include the Google Drive. This one includes Google Drive files. The ability to edit, share, delete. Completely delete like everything, like their ability to basically just say like, okay, you're gone, and you gave us permission to be able to say that all of your information is gone, or it's all backed up into their servers first, so it's just you not being able to access any of your information anymore. Roughhousing puppies, I swear. And moving on to another one. Here's one from the Android police. Don't panic. Emails about Samsung email accessing your Gmail are legit. They're working on a fix. They are, huh? So what about this? Report highlighted in Wall Street Journal, and this was back in July 2nd, 2018. So a little bit over a year ago. Third-party app developers can read the emails of millions of Gmail users. That sounds like a problem. Wall Street Journal highlighted it. Gmail access settings allow data companies and app developers to see people's emails, view private details, including recipient addresses, timestamps, and entire messages. And while those apps do need to receive user content, the content form isn't exactly clear that it would allow humans and not just computers to read your email, which means they can scan everything they want. Google told The Verge that it only gives data to vetted third-party developers and with user-explicit consent. So, what about this article then? This one right here, if you own a Samsung phone, you may be confused by an email sent out today, basically for the permissions. Users are told the app submitted by an unverified developer was granted access to their Google accounts and was authorized to do the read, compose, send, and permanently delete thing, like any messages in their Google account. Good news is Samsung's aware of the issue. It's advising its customers not to act on the alert. So to deny it? Or like, what are they trying to collect here? You just push them a little bit and they freak out. And I just don't understand why it's apparent that in this article they say that they're all vetted third-party developers. Again, this one is July 2nd, 2018, and this is April 16th, 2019. So are they giving acts like the ability for any non-vetted third-party developer to be able to do this stuff now? If they can just slip it in like that, Samsung's working on fixing the issue. Okay, well, there shouldn't have been an issue if the content guy was verified in the first place. It says unverified developer right there on the thing. So why are they allowing them to get this access? This little thing right here. This is a code. It's a part of a freaking code. That's this unverified developer has been given permission to be able to ask for. And it's again clashing with the web developers reading your emails, reported by the Wall Street Journal, where Google told The Verge that it only gives data to third-party developers that are vetted. and with user explicit consent. So it's a vetted developer, not an unverified developer, and somebody who's explicitly given consent by the person. With there's just this little thing right here, just this little thing that basically has all of their crap, and it's so easy to just scroll to the bottom and just click allow, because who reads it anymore? The fact that they can go through, read, delete, copy, download, upload, plant stuff in your email that you may not have written, but they're like, oh, it says that it was written from your device on this date, and that's your email. That's a photo of you that you sent. Balls out. Who freaking knows? It doesn't matter. They can plant it on you now. It's like they're not just planting cocaine in your pockets anymore, or marijuana in your pockets anymore, or a pipe in your car or something. It's no longer that type of thing. It's now that they can access, delete, give you things you don't want, and just know it all. And it's not even that somebody has to actually go and physically read it. It's all for the flagging program. If they see something in there, or a few keywords in any of your emails, be it sent or received, how do you think all these leaks come out? From high-level people who are using like a Google email and stuff. If it's a leak, that means it was illegally obtained by a shady source that somehow had information to that account. And it may just be an app developer that's getting paid to be able to take your information and spread it around, or give you information that's not yours, but they make it look like it was yours, so now you're under arrest. And in court, they prove it as evidence because, oh, you gave permission for this app to be able to access this. That wouldn't even be brought up. It would just be simply about the forged email. And you can deny it all you want. You can say, like, I didn't write that. And it's like, well, this is your device's IP address, and you were at this location, and it says that it was sent from there. It's like, yeah, because it was an app that I unwillingly gave my permission to be able to do that, to change my emails, to completely readdress them to somebody else or from a different address. It's just absolutely ballsy now. And it's just right on the front page. It's not like you actually had to read through the usual terms of services that go down and down and down and down. No, they're just like flatline saying it now. No, we want access to all of your shit. We would like to be able to post on your behalf and download and upload content to your email drive or OneDrive that you may not have actually owned or wanted to willingly upload. Dude, it's blowing my freaking mind. It just doesn't make any sense at this level. So I just really wanted to highlight that. This is kind of going to be a short one. My puppies are roughhousing, and so that's what you're hearing in the background. They're beating each other up. And yeah, just read the terms and services before you click allow. Sometimes it's actually really short. And this is a Microsoft Apps and Services trying to access my Google Gmail account. So it's Google and Microsoft, of course, working together. But that's the ability to remove people from your files, and that top wording that this app wants permission to access everything in your Google Drive. It will be able to do the same things you can do. Who is it? It will be able to do the same things you can do. Who or what is it? Google? Microsoft? They? Basically, they should be saying they will be able to do the same things you can do, because it's just either one AI or it's a whole corporation, which is many people. So who is it, and why do they need to be able to do all the same things that I can do? If it was just the ability to read all the information, that would be fine. But this is actually kind of weird, because it's just supposed to be the email and the regular Google stuff. And the way that it's worded, just made it stood out to me today. I don't know why, but lately certain things have been standing out in the terminology of things, both used by politicians as well as large companies in their terms of services, exactly like this. The ability to organize, delete, upload, download, see your files, see people, remove people from your files, which could mean videos and photos. It says it right on the bottom. To be able to see the names and emails, share, stop sharing. Where's it at? Oh, but that's that one. Remove people from your files. There may be private information, like photos. So removing things like photos from my photos on Google Drive, or just deleting them entirely, or adding somebody else in, copy pasting it over the face, and they do it at such a professional ability nowadays that you won't even know. They can do it with videos. So just something I wanted to point out. It stood out to me for some reason in that particular wording where it can do the same things that you can do. So what is it, and why does it need to be able to do all the same things that I can do? Thank you, and good night.